In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on July 30th, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Los Angeles Dodgers versus Colorado Rockies. The Los Angeles Dodgers remain in Colorado to play the Rockies on Saturday night. Los Angeles is currently first in the entire National League and has the second best record in all of baseball, and is coming off a series loss to the Washington Nationals, but destroyed the Rockies in Game 1 of the series. Colorado, meanwhile, is a ways back of the wild card spot and could be a seller at the deadline, and is coming off 2-game series split to the Chicago White Sox after being swept in a 4-game series against the Milwaukee Brewers. The Dodgers are 41-16 in their last 57 versus a lefty starter, and 42-15 in the last 57 versus the National League West. Los Angeles is 113-49 in their last 162 overall. Meanwhile, the Rockies are 1-4 in their last 5 in Game 3 of a series and 13-6 in their last 19 at home. The over is 5-2-1 in Colorado's last 8 in Game 3 of a series. Although Clayton Kershaw struggled against the Rockies in his lone start against them, I expect a much better performance from him here, as he has had success as of late. Freeland, meanwhile, has been hit hard by the Dodgers, and their offense is so potent and deep that they can score a ton of runs. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles' last 5 wins, all 5 have been by more than 2 runs. This season, in Los Angeles' 6 wins over the Rockies, 5 have been by more than 1.5 runs. Kershaw had a sketchy line his last time out, giving up 4 earned on 5 hits and 2 walks in 4.1 frames to the Giants. That said, Kershaw put up 15.2 innings with just 1 earned in his previous 2 starts. As for Freeland, he's coming off a nice 7 clean innings versus the Brewers, but he did post 11 earned in his prior 10.1 innings over 2 starts. If Kershaw puts up a quality start here, which he should, the Dodgers will be just fine. So the Los Angeles Dodgers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. In Kershaw's last 5 starts, he has allowed just 11 earned runs in 31 innings. Meanwhile, in his last 5 starts, none of the games have gone over 11 runs, although one was 11 on the dot. In the Dodgers' last 10 games, the games are averaging 9.3 runs, while Colorado's games are averaging 10 runs per game on the dot. The 10 games these two teams have played as well, the games are averaging 8.4 runs per game, while only 2 games have gone over the 11. The Rockies had a field day on Clayton Kershaw at the plate in his last visit to Coors Field. It took them 4 innings to get the 3-time National League Cy Young Award winner off the mound. I definitely wouldn't bank on history repeating itself in Saturday's rematch. Kershaw is pitching better on the road than he is at home, and July has easily been his best month. The Rockies are also riding the struggle bus offensively in this series. Los Angeles is more than capable of running up the scoreboard, but it's hard to trust the Rockies to hold up their end with Kershaw starting. The over-under at 11 runs seems to be set a tad too high, as they are overreacting to the 13-0 win by the Dodgers in the first game of the series, which has inflated this line. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago Cubs versus San Francisco Giants. The Chicago Cubs have been struggling this season but are playing decently well as of late. They will be sending veteran southpaw Drew Smyly to pitch, as he is coming off a victory over the Philadelphia Phillies, as he went 6 innings and gave up 2 runs on 4 hits with no walks and 4 strikeouts. The San Francisco Giants have been a decent team and are telling opposing teams they are not going to be sellers at the trade deadline. Left-hander Jakob Junis is coming off a losing effort against the Arizona Diamondbacks, as he threw 4.1 innings and gave up a run on 3 hits with a hit by pitch, a walk, and a pair of strikeouts. The Cubs are 5-0 in their last 5 games versus a right-handed starter, and are 7-1 in their last 8 overall. The Cubs are also 7-1 in their last 8 games on grass. The Giants are 4-1 in their last 5 versus National League Central, and are 4-1 in their last 5 home games. The Giants are also 5-2 in their last 7 Saturday games. Looking at the previous 7 games for both pitchers, Drew Smyly is 2-2 with a 4.6 ERI and 31.1 innings, while Jakob Junis is 3-1 with a 3.74 ERI and 33.2 innings. These lineups have a different amount of power, as Chicago is 18th in the majors with 99 homers a team, while San Francisco is 10th with 115 team home runs thus far. The Cubs have lost each of their previous 4 games against the Giants. I don't love pickdawgz, but he's certainly better than the alternative here, as Drew Smyly hasn't been very good lately, and the Cubs, despite a recent hot run, still are going nowhere fast. The Giants need to take advantage of winnable spots to keep their name in the hat for one of the wild card spots down the stretch, and we're getting a decent price to fade the Cubs, which is something I'm always in favor of. I get the case to be made for an underdog in certain spots, but this isn't one of those spots in my opinion. So the San Francisco Giants money line is our full game side pick. Both starting pitchers are doing decently well, as Smyly is 3-2 with a 3.71 road ERI in 7 games, while pickdawgz is 2-0 with a 4.03 ERI in 6 home games. Looking at the last 7 days, these offenses have been struggling, as the Cubs are scoring 3.17 runs per game in their previous 6 games, while the Giants are averaging just 2.29 runs per game in their last 7 games. The under has hit in each of the previous 4 Cubs games, as well as in 4 of the last 5 Giants games during Game 3 of a series. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Texas Rangers versus Los Angeles Angels. The Texas Rangers have been struggling as of late, as they are trying to stay alive in the American League wild card race. They will send righty Glenn Otto to pitch, as he is coming off a losing effort against the Seattle Mariners, where he threw 5.1 innings and allowed 3 runs on 7 hits with a walk and 5 strikeouts. The Los Angeles Angels have lost all hope for the playoffs this season and could be making some giant moves at the trade deadline. Rookie right-hander Chase Silseth will take the ball here for them, as he lost against the Baltimore Orioles and gave up 4 runs on 6 hits with a walk and a pair of strikeouts. The Angels are 8-21 in their last 29 when their opponent scores 5 runs or more in their previous game, and are 11-29 in their last 40 games versus a right-handed starter. The Angels are also 12-32 in their last 44 games following a loss. The Rangers are 4-1 in their last 5 games versus a starter with a WHIP less than 1.15, and are 5-2 in their last 7 versus a team with a losing record. The Rangers are 5-1 in the last 6 meetings in Los Angeles. These teams are close to one another, and Texas seems to be the better overall roster right now. There's a big difference between these teams when looking at their performances, as Glenn Otto is 2-4 with a 3.57 road ERI in 7 games, while Chase Silseth is 0-1 with a 5.54 ERI in 3 home games. These offenses have been on 2 different levels lately, as well as Texas is averaging 3.67 runs per game in their last 12 games, while Los Angeles is scoring just 2.5 runs per game in their previous 10 games played. The Rangers have won 5 of the previous 6 games against the Angels. The Los Angeles Angels are a joke of a baseball team given their talent level, as they find ways to lose more times than not. Chase Silseth also hasn't been great in his own right. The bottom line here is I'll always take the more favorable price to fade the Angels, so the Texas Rangers money line is our full game side pick. Glenn Otto and Chase Silseth are not names that make you think of pitching quality starts at this point in either man's career. During the month of July, both pitching staffs have been dreadful, as Texas is 23rd in the sport with a 4.51 team ERI, while Los Angeles is right behind them, as they are 24th with a 4.54 staff ERI. Both teams are also stealing bases to get runners closing to scoring, as in the last 30 days the Rangers have stolen 16 bases in 23 tries, while the Angels have stolen 19 bases and only been caught once in that span. The over is 7-2-3 in the previous 12 games against one another. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.